Hi. So today I want to talk about how all paths, all roads lead to self. Because in the ultimate conclusion of all relationships, of which there are illusionary relationships that have a beginning and an end. So, for example, a behavior or a habit that was developed during childhood would be the beginning, and the end would be something like the conclusion of when when the illusion or the habit, the behavior hits reality and it doesn't have enough force to push back on reality as like physical realization of what is physically here, and then all paths lead to self. I mean, there were so many moments in my day to day living where I would meander and feel lost and feel doomed be, for basically because I don't trust myself. And then, but at the end of the day, at the end of a human life, like what is measured and what is measured as good would be something like the good you do to yourself and humanity as one, right? Because only in the minds of humans, which is a temporary thing, it's like, yeah, you can have all the status, the position, the power, the money, the wealth, which money and wealth largely implies physical resources, physical objects, physical experiences that one can experience. And yet, all of it doesn't matter. And what would matter more than all of that self interest would be how much good you did to others and how much good you did to yourself to live in such a way that shows beyond a doubt that you support life in all forms, always. And that has been that has always been the sort of thinking process that I try to elaborate and describe every time I'm vlogging is this thing that's already here, that's inherent, yet it would be the most bastardized, most denied, violently suppressed, violently suppressed aspect of the human experience. And yet life will always be life, and what is not life will perish because I mean that's the simplicity, isn't it? Is that what is of life will continue to be life, and what is not, that's less than and inferior to that which makes the myriad creatures that which enables the myriad creatures to rise from the ground, from their roots. Um, there's no simple way to say it. um, so all paths lead to self. So it if all paths lead to self as the flesh, it as my living behavior, I can already deduce from that it doesn't matter what I do, it matters how I do it. Because as part of the human race, as an equal and one part of the human race, as me, as Casper Kwan, I am I'm I have a responsibility to work out a solution that fits everyone in all positions within the hierarchy, from the lowest to the highest. I got to implement a solution as a living behavior, as a way of living that meets the criteria of all the people at the lowest and all the people at the highest within the within the paradigm of haves and have-nots, and the minority and the majority. I mean, can you fathom the minority and majority concept has existed for as long as human civilization has existed, and it has never changed. It's always a minority controlling the majority, and it has been like that since millennia. Yet, the real question that would to challenge this phenomenon of majority and minority would be, what is the equality of all, both the majority and the minority? Because uh, someone once said that at this stage of humanity and human civilization, we cannot just break down everything that's here. It's like with our minds, we can't simply break down and trash and annihilate and destroy what we already invested ourselves into as the mind. And so the same goes with the money system. We can't just trash it and naively believe that something good is going to come out of that. A more sensible solution would be to investigate all things and keep what is good. So you got to investigate the money system. You got to investigate the mind and take from it what is good, which can only be what is best for all, always. And I mean, that's like a simplified way of describing what the process is. And I've also heard someone say that we place importance where where it should not be, and we place value where it should not be. And when I'm lost and confused and meandering, I mean, that saying is exactly what I am living. I meander because I placed value where it should not be. And I feel doomed because I place importance where it should not be. So, yeah, that's all I have. Thanks. Bye.